Well, now you know what's making news around the world when we talk about startups, entrepreneurs, as well as disruption. I really wish that a lot of that innovation was also happening right here in the National Capital Region so that we could actually breathe clean air. We continue to live in a gas chamber. We have not seen that much action from either the center or from the state government. Some emergency measures that are really too little, too late. I'm going to be talking now to a citizen of the National Capital Region. He lives in Gurgaon in one of the high-rise buildings, but he really is trying to do his bit to make something out of it. So besides his Facebook group, which I also log on to every morning to get a forecast of the air quality. It's not for the weather, but it's for the air quality. He's also launched a whole host of products to help us breathe better. I'm talking about Jai Dhar Gupta, who's launched Nirvana Being. Jai, thanks so much for joining us here on Startup Central. Welcome. I wish I didn't have to welcome you because that would mean I would be breathing clean air. But you know, your story, starting out doing something which actually a lot of people in your field did because family members were suffering. You know, I believe it was your kid who was having a tough time and you started researching. I can see how you got your Vogmask around your neck. First up, I wanted to ask you, you know that famous saying, the weatherman usually gets it wrong. You haven't got it wrong with your forecast for the air quality index. How do you get your forecast right?
You know, it's not one thing, Nayantara, and you know, let me just tell you, for me, it's about survival. 6 years ago, my lungs got impacted. I've suffered irreparable damage. About 4.5 years ago, I nearly lost my 11-year-old at the time to an asthma attack. And you know, just getting up and leaving, I had moved back to India from America in 2010, and you know, moving again was just not an option. I mean, you just can't keep quitting and moving, and you know, I just decided to make this personal and go after it. So my activism took the form of a citizens movement called My Right to Breathe, and you know, my quest for protective gear and solutions that were credible, sustainable, you know, took the form of Nirvana Being. So it's actually been an amazing journey because I think you know, one has made strides and I think made a dent in both the spheres. I think both. You know, there has been success both as an activist and as an environmental entrepreneur.
Can I actually call you that? Can I call you a activist entrepreneur? Is that what you really are? And what exactly is it that your startup does?
You know, it's really, I'm going to be selfish here. You know, it's purely for selfish reasons. Nirvana Being is everything that I need for my health and well-being. So all my clean air solutions, you know, I wanted something for everyday usage to reduce my exposure. I found and launched Vogmask. I needed something for me to see the invisible, so I launched the laser egg, which is, you know, allows you to see the invisible. It's an air quality monitor. I needed, you know, clean air in my room at night because you can't sleep in a mask. So I launched the only medical grade air purifier called the Air Gull. I needed a sports mask because I'm a running addict and I wanted to, you know, keep pursuing my habit. So I launched a sports pollution mask. So everything that's in our portfolio lately, you know, we've shifted our focus a little bit towards carbon dioxide solutions. So because the air is so bad outside, what we're all doing is boxing ourselves in our homes. We can't open the doors and windows anymore, which creates a huge carbon dioxide problem. So we've created Ventimax, which is, you know, I call it my Kalyug ki khidki. It's a filtered fresh air solution that, you know, constantly works to pull in outdoor air into your indoor spaces through a HEPA filter. So, you know, everything that we do has been it solves my problem. And because I'm solving my problem, I'm very scientific about it. I don't want half-assed solutions. I want credible, sustainable solutions. I think our values are important as well. You know, we don't do anything irresponsible. We don't sell any mask that's a use and throw mask, a disposable mask. We don't pursue any technology which ruins the environment. So we're very responsible in our approach as well. I mean, I am an environmentalist. Those are my core values, and I think it shows in the business, in my business as well.
Let me begin by asking you, what is so special about the Vogmask? I've read about it on Amazon. A lot of us talk about it. Besides the N99, a lot of masks claim to be N99 filter and all that. What is so special about your Vogmask?
So firstly, the easiest way to reduce your exposure to air pollution is by putting on a respirator, a pollution mask, okay? And in our Indian conditions, especially in North India, at a minimum you need an N95 mask for your everyday use mask. So first things first, it is CE certified. The highest quality certification in the world is CE, which is the quality certification for the European Union. That is the toughest certification to get. More importantly, what the Vogmask does is that it beats all the other masks in terms of the fit test. So the most important thing in a pollution mask is the fit. If there is any leak in the mask is absolutely useless. It doesn't matter how good the filter is. Comfort, that's another thing. You're not going to keep an uncomfortable mask on for too long. You're going to feel claustrophobic. So the exhale valves help a lot. The great quality of the latex used in all the ear loops and so on. It's all rubber-free latex. All the colors used in the masks are all through vegetable dyes. It's like a completely organic product because it sits on your face. But I think why children love it is because we've combined what is a very technical and a functional product with fashion. So it's a beautiful combination of fashion and function, and which makes it fun. Nobody wants to put a white or a medical looking mask on their face. I think children are just excited to put on fun prints, fun colors on their face, and it becomes a little bit of a peer pressure. Oh, I have this design this year, and we run it like the fashion business. So every year we have new designs, and that keeps all the children excited, because the most important thing, the most difficult thing to do, trust me, and I'm a parent, is put a mask on your child, because nobody wants to wear a mask out of choice.
And coming to your purifier, we've already established that you're an activist entrepreneur. But having said that, I believe your purifier is something that you worked on, and it's based on technology that hospitals used for cleaning the air in operating theaters.
I've gone on record many times saying that AQI over 300 is not air pollution. It's chemical and biological warfare. Now, all the household named air purifier brands, those were created for markets like London and Paris and Singapore, where honestly a really bad apocalyptic days, an AQI of 150. Now 150 is a very good air quality day here in North India. So we are talking about 15 to 20 days a year where our levels are over 1000. We're off the charts. So you need a different, you need very different machines for that. So the AirGull, my machine, when I say it's a medical grade product, it's got a HEPA, which is called ULPA, ULPA, ultra low particle arrestor. It's in a whole different league. It's the only machine available in India that will keep you safe even on the night of Diwali when the levels outside are over 2000. I sleep in WHO safe air quality levels 365 days of the year. It also has a titanium dioxide module. I'm getting a little technical here, but this was created for an operation theater, so it's for a clean room. So it kills all bacteria and viruses as well. So these are just things that are important for my health and well-being, and these are the things that allow me to continue to live in Delhi.
I've got to also ask you this, Jai, then before I wrap up this conversation, that if you are an environment activist, pro-profit entrepreneur, it's in your interest to have bad air. I was saying that if you are an environmental activist, pro-profit startup, how is it not in your interest for this gas chamber to continue, for this toxic air for us to breathe?
Well, Nayantara, if you think about it, I've set myself into a role and a position where I can't lose. If we reverse air pollution, the activist Jai Gupta will win. If we don't reverse air pollution, then the entrepreneur Jai Gupta will win. So I'm in a very advantageous position right now, and trust me, I'm very passionate about both my roles. So I wear two different hats, and I'm very passionate about both. And both come with a huge amount of responsibility.
I take your point, and now before I let you go, the Vogmask, your purifier, how much do they cost, and have sales been really high the last couple of weeks?
Our products are not cheap. Unfortunately, when you look at creating products that are global and pursue global certifications and go for non-disposable products that are reusable and washable and so on, those products are expensive upfront. If you look at kind of the lifetime value of the Vogmask, it's cheaper than any disposable use and throw mask, and a whole lot better. But our products are not cheap. Certainly they're expensive, but it's how do you value your life? I mean, it's the same analogy that I use for a helmet. There are helmets available for 500 rupees, and there's helmets available for over $1 lakh. You have to decide what your value is worth. We kind of have the same positioning with our products. These products are for me to be able to live and survive in this city, and that's just my position on this.
Jai Dhar Gupta, I'm going to thank you for joining us here on Startup Central, for being so candid. He lives in Gurgaon. You've heard his story, why it is that he started this venture, and all the various products that he's had to launch. So all of us in the National Capital Region have one more option to actually buy something to breathe better air.